Welcome to the Wagner Meinert Live Online Introductory Presentation. We've been saying for some time that when it comes to your training needs, you have a choice. And now, with Wagner Meinert's live online classes, you have even more choices. No longer do you have to decide between sending your people to classroom type classes or providing them a canned online experience that limits their ability to interact with an instructor and truly learn the material. So what makes the WMI live online classes different from the other online offerings that are out there? Well, we use live interactive lectures using Microsoft Teams. Our instructors have been providing this type of training for more than 10 years. We actually pioneered this method of training in the industrial refrigeration field. Our approach, combining our live online interactive training with our customized online learning management support website, is another item that makes the Wagner Meinert live online training head and shoulders above what the competition can offer you and comparable to what you can gain by sending your people to a classroom experience. So what is live online training? Our instructors teach live online classes at scheduled times using Microsoft Teams. The presentation is as near to being in a classroom as you can get. Participants can interact with the instructor, asking questions as they arise and answering instructors' questions to allow the instructor to make certain that the students are participating and understanding what's being presented. So if you're instructing live online, what does this support website have to do with it? Well, the homework that we would normally assign in a traditional classroom-based class can now be assigned and completed by the participants of an evening as it would have been in the normal classroom. But instead of having to try to review their results in the online class, taking up online class time, the instructor will be notified of the results of the homework automatically and will be able to prepare to review areas that may not have been totally understood in the previous day's lessons. In this way, we can ensure that each student is understanding the information to the fullest before we move on to other subject areas. Additionally, the course final exams are administered online through this online support system. That gives the student immediate results to their final exam and feedback on areas that they need to study. Additionally, we are developing additional support lessons or modules that can be viewed and completed online after class. These are additional support information if a student has not fully understood a particular section. Immediately following this slide will be a brief portion of one of those supplemental videos.
This is a Frick 9x9. This is what we refer to as a vertical single acting compressor, or a VSA. It has 2 pistons with an opposed crankshaft. The 9x9 simply stands for a 9-inch stroke on the piston and a 9-inch cylinder bore. Some of the features of this machine are in the capacity controls, which are manually operated. As you can see, on each side of the head you have a bypass valve that allows you to control suction and discharge pressure.
So at this point, you're probably wondering, what does it take to participate in a live online session? The answer is surprisingly little. You need a reasonably fast internet connection. It does not have to be a gigabyte speed connection, but a slow dial-up connection could cause problems. You need a computer with speakers and a microphone. This could either be a desktop computer with additional speakers and a microphone. It could be a laptop. Most modern laptops today have internal speakers and a built-in microphone that work fine. Or you could have a computer, laptop or desktop, that you interconnected a set of headphones with a boom microphone and utilize that. Incidentally, our website also works, and our live online presentations work with tablet computers. So any computer that you can get onto the internet and open a web browser, you should be able to participate. A webcam is helpful and is required for some classes where final exams are proctored live online. Additionally, if you have something you want to ask about and want the instructor to be able to see, a webcam allows you to do that. At Wagner Minor, we realize that online training is not for everyone. However, in the current environment we find ourselves, classroom training is just not possible for many of our clients. While some people's reluctance to embrace online training is understandable, both OSHA and EPA have made it clear that compliance includes training of your employees. While the actual cost of the live online classes is comparable to a regular classroom exposure environment, live online classes do not involve travel, hotel, and meal costs. As anyone who has paid for someone to attend training knows, these additional costs can amount to as much or more than the cost of the class itself. You can rest assured that Wagner Minor's training team will continue to offer our classroom-based classes, both at our corporate headquarters here in Fort Wayne, as well as our offerings at our remote service centers. And if you desire, we will come to your facility to conduct classes, just as we always have. The exclusive Wagner Minert live online training is just one more choice you have to help you accomplish your training requirements. We hope to see you and your people in future classes, either live or live online. Thank you for your time.